Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Coffees with James. I'm James, and this show you're seeing on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can see it. Excuse me. Is my morning coffee show. How y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing so well on this fine March 10th, 2021. Nicest weather we're having right now. Thank God that black dark winter we're gonna have. It looks like it's not gonna be as dark as I thought it would be. So, yeah. All right, fine, whatever. It's not gonna happen. So, what are we talking about today? Well, I want to talk about cancel culture, and especially a canceling of one individual by the name of Theodore Seuss Gassili? Geisel. Gessel? Okay, Gessel. Hansel? Also known as Dr. Seuss. And now, for those who don't know who Dr. Seuss is, he's an American children's author. He's written many, and also a political cartoonist. Excuse me, there's a lot more here. Political cartoonist, illustrator, poet, animator, filmmaker, candlestick maker. I'm lying about that one. He was born March 2nd, 1904, and died September 24th, 1991, at the age of 87. So that's going to be important. That's going to play important later because I had to mention the birth date in that in just a minute. And also, he's 5'11", as the same as R.L. Stine. Okay, cool. Let's see here. He had a Dartmouth College, Lincoln College, Oxford, University of Oxford. Nice. Primetime Emmy, Pulitzer Prize, Calday Medal, and other medals, awards, and stuff like that. Trivia. On March 2nd. He was also born in Springfield, Massachusetts, too. I will say this, though. But he's also written some... And by the way, the books you probably know him for is The Cat in the Hat, Fox and Socks, Green Eggs and Ham, Oh, the Places Where You Go, the one with the dogs. I'm not sure if that was him. But yeah, there's many books written by Dr. Seuss, and even one that says I can read with my eyes shut, which is kind of funny, because there's a picture of a young cat in the hat, and there's an older cat in the main cat in the hat. It's just like, I'm just squinting really hard. Actually, I'm going to take a look at the image of that. That always makes me laugh. Okay, no, my mistake. I will show you the image later, but So anyway, yeah, apparently people are looking at certain Dr. Seuss books in a whole new light, and especially in this cancel culture area, they're starting to look at Dr. Seuss books and wanting to cancel a few of the imagery, mostly depicting of Asian, and especially in the book Mayberry Street, I think it is. Mayberry Street, and If I Ran the Zoo, which depicts Asian people, I believe, but which depicts cartoonish versions of Asians, but done in the Dr. Seuss style, mostly Chinese. Honestly, I look at those imagery. I've looked at that imagery. I'm trying to look this up now. I kind of didn't have this prepped, but I'm going to do it right now. Looking at the imagery, yeah, some of it is... Okay, this is kind of a weird thing, but I'm looking at the changes they did in Mayberry Street. In the original, it was a Chinese boy who eats with chopsticks, and he's depicted yellow. Okay, that's a little racist. With a long ponytail. Which, you know what, they did have those back in the day. That's part of their culture. And then they changed it to a Chinese man who eats with chopsticks. That looks like a boy. Why can't he be a boy? Come on now. Come on. You can make him a man to make it feel better, but I don't know. And then he's done other things too, which, if you've looked at his cartoonist art, there are some stuff in there that's just, how would I put it? would not fly today. It would not fly today. I will show some of the imagery on there, but some of it was necessary. And to be honest with you, some of it definitely needed to be told. And yeah, some of it's a little racist in the sense. A little racist. But it was during that time of World War II. It was during that time when political correctness was not needed. And, at a time, too, it was, and again, I don't know the man in person, too. I don't know if he was racist or not, but he made books for all, and people do learn his lessons. I mean, granted, there is a picture of him. I actually found this, but it's a picture of I'm not sure if this is him or something else, but I hope this is like, I have to make sure this is absolutely, like, not true or not, but, like, there's two men. There's one that says, who's praying, who says America first, and, and a guy with a belly on his stomach with a, big mean-looking guy with a Buddhist swastika. Which, what's ironic about that is, like, the fact that they have the swastika wrong for the Nazis. Like, the Nazis have the evil-looking one, but there's actually another one that is not evil, but is used, if you see an imagery like that, it's like, yeah, but anyhow, I'm not sure if that's the real cause of it, but that's the Buddha symbol of that. But it makes me laugh and smile in the sense because, well, not laugh and smile, but, like, just looking at some of these imagery, I'm like, different time. But then now I'm looking at it again, and I'm like, this is just in Dr. Seuss's style. This is just in Dr. Seuss's style. Like, the only racism I can really... if you really look at Dr. Seuss, or any of Dr. Seuss's styles, even, like, the stuff, like, it's political, some of the characters are kind of, like, a little bit animated. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the ones with, like, Hitler, he's kind of a slouch, or, like, he's kind of the snooty, like, loser in the sense. You know what I mean? Like, yes, the other nations are probably not portrayed as well, but it was during that time. Let's just say when your country gets attacked, you get involved, like, you get angry. When you get attacked, you get angry. And it's, looking at most of this Dr. Seuss stuff, and, like, then again, looking at some of the, political cartoons, too, like, especially the ones that have, like, what this country needs is good mental insecticide, which I think was about the racism in America, about the troops and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but we'll find out later. But no, it's one of those things that just scares the crap out of me, because this is the issue I'm having with this cancel culture stuff, and especially like a guy like Dr. Seuss, who wrote the Sneetches, which is about discrimination and racism, about and again, it's like it's like X-Men. It's the perfect analogy for everything. The Sneetches being the ones with the stars on their belly, and the ones who have the stars on the belly and who don't have the stars on the belly, and there's a guy who comes and switches everybody around and nobody knows who's in the Whoville. And then there's the Butter Battle Book, which was about the Cold War. I shit you not. And Daisy Maisie Head, who had a daisy growing out of her head, which was about periods. I shit you not. I'm not sure if that was written by Dr. Seuss, but god damn, the guy could do a better job than that. Hell, he wrote The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. A lot of people talk about great Christmas books. That is one of the greatest Christmas books ever. And you know what? Something as commercial as it is, it shows how good Dr. Seuss is as an artist to make something commercial. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And to be honest with you, it spawned some great things, including the Cat in the Hat. Now the Cat in the Hat is memed, which is probably not meaning it's good, but the book, the characters, the Lorax, I'm trying to think who else, the Who's in Whoville, what's the other one I'm thinking? Green Eggs and Ham with Sam. I don't want them in a box. I don't want them with the fox. I don't want you to eat your green eggs and ham, Sam. my God, that guy was a brilliant writer. Like, you look at, and Horton hears the Horton who hears the Who's, Horton who had to like hatch an egg for a lazy fucking bird woman who didn't deserve her child. Good. Horton's another great character too, because he's always in Adventures too. I mean, there's so many great characters that Dr. Seuss has done. And, you know, they're going to cancel him now because of racism. This is folks, you have to listen to me when I say this. This is a slippery slope into something worse. Granted, first, like, in the beginning, it started with this. It started with the bad things. Oh, okay, we got to get rid of that. And now I don't remember. And, like, I don't remember some of the things they censored. Like, you know, you can't say mother or father anymore. It's like, I'm not sure if that's true. But, like, my God, like, some of the things that, you know, are happening right now. Like, they're erasing history. You talked about, first it was the statues, now it's Dr. Seuss. But it's the excuse of, oh, it's okay, it's all right, it's fine. You don't, you know, we're only getting rid of the bad parts. That is another form of censorship. They're not banning the book itself. They are removing things, which honestly, that is worse, because once they can remove that, they'll remove other things that you were like, whoa, wait a minute. We are slowly turning into the fucking, what's that movie? Demolition Universe. A lot of people, the one movie that predict that was perfect, was absolutely fucking perfect. You know, we did get some other small things from other movies and stuff like that, but honest to God, I'm just waiting for the fucking machine. Like, we are already getting machines that are going to replace us. They're building them fast, and they're building them fucking quick, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, they're not going to be fucking great, but goddamn, they're building them fucking fast. Sorry for the swearing, but I am just on fire right now, especially for the doc. But then you hear other news of people being canceled too, because there's so many people being canceled out there, and like Pepe Le Pew, trying to think who else, Speedy Gonzales, and I know the fact why they're getting rid of Pepe Le Pew, not Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzales. He's not, you know, he's poorly representing Mexicans. He's the fastest mouse in all Mexico, in all of Mexico. That is a legend into its own. They made a superhero. They made a great cartoon character. You know, here's an idea, and this is something, like, I have to agree with, like, some of this, like, nonsensical SJW nonsense. Get a new voice actor who is Mexican to play Speedy Gonzales. To play the fastest mouse in all Mexico. And I keep messing up that line, but Speedy Gonzales is, like, besides Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner, which is another speedster, and Porky Pig, I'm going to clue them all, because they're not all evil. I'm sorry to say that, but, like, of all the ones we root for, Speedy Gonzales is just speedster. He is a speedster. The man, you know, and he's very happy too. He's not a negative character. He's always happy, smiling. And he's a hero. He's the fastest mouse in all Mexico. He is the Flash. You know, he's the Flash, but Mexican. God damn. This is what's wrong with, like, cancel culture. They don't see what they have that's good. And Pepe Le Pew, and I know why he's getting fucking shit canned, because he's promoting rape culture. Motherfucker, like, we've all joked about, that's a joke. Let's be honest, if you really look at a Pepe Le Pew cartoon, the dude is just a romantic. That's what all French guys are. They're fucking romantic. You look at any new wave, anything from France, a new wave. There's always some subplot of romance. Hell, the Magnificent Ladybug. There's a romance between a cat dude and a ladybird. Ladybird. Hank Hill's dog. No, it's, what's the Ladybug. I just said the show. You know, most French stuff is about, they have romantic things, because the French will die for love. And yes, I think at one point in time, Pepe Le Pew died for love, and the fact that he is just he's horny, but he's French, but he's not being sinister about that. He's not a sinister character. Like, he's just overly romantic. And by the way, the reason why they run from him is the fact that he is a skunk who smells, and someone who, like me, an individual who likes the smell of skunk for good reasons, and that, yeah, they're kind of a stinky animal. They're a badger. They don't give a fuck. But no, this is just like, again, the same thing with Disney getting rid of films, the same thing of the arts being removed. This is communism in action, folks. They've gotten rid of religion. They got rid of, the mother and father, the nuclear family. They want to destroy and break down. Have you ever looked at, and I mean this too as an artist, have you ever looked at the Black Lives Matter fist, or the Black Panther fist, or the leftist fist, the Unite, that fist that you see constantly? That is communism. That is a communist left hand. And before you say what's wrong with that, look up communism. Look up what communism did. And granted, people are like, well, communism sounds good. No, it doesn't. It's not good, and especially for the artists, and especially for the people who are not white. It's not good. It's not good at all, folks. I'm going to end this on a story, too. If you want to keep arguing the fact that this is just me being like a Neanderthal. Like, you know what? Fuck you. I'd rather be a Neanderthal than see your progression going down off a hill. Seeing you become fucking less of what you are. Because we are heading down a dark fucking future that may mirror Demolition Man, but also may mirror some other science fiction horror shit too. Maybe not Terminator, but maybe, I don't know, Brave New World, maybe Orson Welles' 1984. We are going down a dark fucking path, folks. We need to man the fuck up.